I wanted to start with a story about something that happened, when was it? 2019. A story that happened in 2019 on a Tuesday morning in September, when I just finished giving a presentation at a company's away day in the Bavarian Alps, which was quite a nice location. It was a Tuesday morning, I just finished giving the presentation, and I had just over an hour to kill before my car was going to come to take me to Munich airport. So I had a choice about how I spent that time, this hour and a half. On the one hand, I had a lot of emails to catch up on, and the sun was just shining there, and I thought I could sit out on the terrace with a coffee, boot up my laptop and go through my emails. But I also knew that at the bottom of the hill, through the mist, was a lake. So my choice was jump on the Wi-Fi or go and jump in a lake. And those of you that know me well won't be surprised to hear I chose jump in a lake. And I went up to the woman behind reception. She gave me a towel, a key and a map. And the key and the map were to the hotel's Badeplatz, which I think is kind of the bathing, what does it mean literally? Bathing place for the hotel. And I skipped down the hill like an excited child with my key and my towel to go and find this little bathing place, right? And I went down this hill, and there was a little hamlet, and then there was a lane, and I went along this lane with my key. I felt like a kind of game show or crystal maze or something, trying to find the right lock for my key. And I found a little gate, and I went through this gate and emerged the other side and saw this wonderful vista ahead of me. Starnberger See, Lake Starnberg. There was a little changing hut. I went and got into my swimming trunks, went into the water, and this cold, still water, not quite as cold as the Thames Estuary, cold, still water, blue sky, mountains in the background. I had the most amazing swim. No one else, I saw no other human beings in this experience. No one else was there, it was just me. And I found it a very crystallizing moment. And what it crystallized for me is that we can live our life straightjacketed by what we think we should do and how we think we should lead our life. Or we can make a choice to live our life our way, right? Aligned with who we really are, with our spirit and values, and a life full of energy and fulfillment. So that theme of making the right choice is kind of the heart of this book, really. And I wanted to start with that story. But look, as I said at the beginning, it is a kind of pinch yourself moment for me, for us to all be together here. Some people I know really well, together with people that I've just met for the first time this evening. Because I know that we might have put on a brave face for Instagram, but I do know that, the last couple of years have been hard for a lot of people. And I think that, we have been concerned about not only our health, but caring for others. And we have had to deal with a lot of different things, concern about our livelihoods, about our jobs, about our businesses. If it's not too cheesy, I'd like to think of this evening as not just Ian bleating on about his book, but a celebration. So I don't know why I'm getting so emotional. A celebration of aliveness. Sorry, I don't know why I stumbled with those words. A celebration of aliveness. So I knew I was going to cry. It's good to cry though, right? I'm a real crybaby. I always cry when I'm giving a talk. A celebration of aliveness. And this book started life in 27 notepads that went back 14 years. And during the first lockdown, I feel better now I've cried, I feel in the first lockdown of 2020, I'll tell you the truth, I lost a lot of work. People weren't hiring me to go to the Bavarian Alps to give talks. And people weren't even hiring me to give talks on Zoom or Teams at that stage. I lost a lot of work, and I went through a box of old notepads in my attic that I'd been keeping, 27 notepads that I had kept for 14 years. And what was lovely about that was that at a time when I couldn't do all those things that I normally like doing to be creatively energized, like going on journeys and doing all those kind of things, I found in the pages of these books reflections, observations, stories and notes that I'd written when I was on these journeys and doing all these things over the years. And I thought, I've got the raw materials. I got the raw materials for a book, and I started a daily practice of going through these notepads and kind of writing it up in a document. Suddenly had a big body of work. There's a poet, David White, and he said the pandemic has given us a new set of eyes and ears. And I feel that a lot of us have got a lot more clarity about what's really important in our life, about what we want more of and what we want to let go of. And I think in that spirit, that's what the book's all about. I want to read a couple of chapters. Chapter 96, Do What Is Right and True. I guess most of us will have moments in life when we feel lost, where we don't know where to go next. It can be an unsettling feeling. But perhaps you can take comfort from knowing that feeling lost is part of being human. My friend Jerry Colonna has a lovely take on it. He asks, what if being lost is part of the path? What if feeling lost, directionless, and uncertain of the progress is an indicator of growth? In his book, Reboot, Leadership and the Art of Growing Up, Jerry suggests giving up the need for measurable progress. Instead, he says, focus on doing what is right and true each day. This way you'd live in congruence with your truest self, where the meaning of your life is a function of the meaning of each day, and each day an expression of your life. I think that's beautiful. Doing what is right and true each day. But before I finish, thank you all very much for coming. I think I want to kind of finish with a bit of a kind of plea, I suppose. A call to action, yeah? A call to action. And the call to action is this. That in a world where we don't know what is around the corner, let's live all we can. Thank you.